HTC kicks off November with a new flagship phone launch. It has the Taiwanese company's biggest screen to date, encased in hardware that finally feels as polished and modern as the M7 and M8 did back in the HTC glory days. This is the HTC U11 Plus, with a huge screen, an enormous battery, and unfortunately, little chance of a US launch. Let's take a closer look. Physically, the U11 Plus is a slimmer, elongated, slightly flattened U11. Taller, a bit less curvy, and easier to hold onto than its forerunner. That's despite packing a 6-inch 18:9 screen that displays a Super LCD 5 panel that seriously impressed me in the hour or so that I got to play with it ahead of announcement. And with significantly trimmed bezels compared to the U11, the front face is more forward-looking. I guess you could say it looks more like a 2017 flagship now. And because of the taller display, HTC's relocated the fingerprint scanner around the back of the device. As for the sides, newly chamfered borders make the U11 Plus easier to hold onto than the older model. The feel is more HTC 10 than HTC U, and for my money, that's a good thing. The back panel is very much in line with HTC's current glass design language though. There are two colours. Firstly, an incredibly shiny, almost mirrored black finish, which is nice enough. But the version that really caught my eye was the translucent model, which retains some of the subtle reflectiveness of other U-series phones, while also providing a window into the phone's internal hardware. It's a little nerdy, sure, but it's one of those rare glimmers of brilliance that reminds me that HTC, for all its problems, is still HTC. I had that same feeling about the fiery red U11 when I first saw that back in May, and while this is far less ostentatious, it's unique, aesthetically pleasing, and just damn cool to look at. The internals of the phone themselves, like the NFC antenna here, become visual design flourishes. No word on European launch plans for the translucent version though, so if you're picking this up at launch, black is likely going to be your only option. The spec sheet is almost a mirror image of the U11, with some small but significant tweaks. The screen size and resolution naturally jump up to 6 inches at 2880 by 1440. There's a way bigger battery capacity of 3930 mAh, basically guaranteeing you all-day use, and even a second day if you're careful. And the U11 Plus also boasts Android Oreo out of the box, augmented by HTC's Sense software, which has grown one or two new tricks in this latest version. Key U11 features like Edge Sense, the feature where you can squeeze the phone's bezels to activate certain features, with minor software changes that we'll get to later. There's the same audio setup as before, with no 3.5mm jack, but you do get HTC's ViewSonic noise-cancelling earbuds in the box. The U11's excellent Ultra-Pixel 3 camera makes a return too. That's a good thing, as it's easily one of the best Android cameras on the market right now. Meanwhile, the front camera has been downscaled to an 8MP resolution, but with a larger physical sensor, which should improve low-light performance. Storage and RAM comes in 4+64 and 6+128GB configurations, and this time, finally, the UK will be getting the higher spec model. So, like I said, the U11 Plus will be the first phone to run HTC Sense and Android 8.0 Oreo, and HTC's UI has undergone some small changes to bring it in line with the new version of the OS. Some of these are cosmetic tweaks, like the move to squircle icons for many of the apps in the launcher, but there's also a new rotary menu that pops up when you squeeze the phone at the home screen. Two wheels of app settings and shortcuts pop up, and these can be anchored to either side of the display for easy one-hand ability. How useful will it really be though? I'm skeptical, but we'll have to wait and see. HTC was sure to hammer home that the firmware that you see here isn't final, and so we're not allowed to show you any of the HTC software besides the home screen and this navigation wheel. In any case, if you're familiar with the U11 software, you'll pretty much know what to expect here. Not a lot has changed. Although many of its improvements may look superficial, the HTC U11 Plus feels like a substantial step up from the U11. From the front, it now looks like a phone that belongs on store shelves in 2017. Yet, ironically, it's stuck with a geographically limited release and lack of carrier support. Even in the select countries that it's coming to, like the UK, you'll need to buy it from HTC directly. The phone gets a lot right, but HTC's business challenges are still major obstacles for this phone. The U11 Plus won't be coming to the US anytime soon, but in the UK it'll sell for £699, which gets you the 6+128GB variant. Sales begin November 20th, and we'll have more to say on this phone soon, so be sure to subscribe and head to androidcentral.com for more coverage. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.